Okay, so our first Magicite is against Bismarck, and I'm starting out here because I want to just explain the mechanics of Magicite very quickly, because they are a little new. So, you'll notice the drop table here. These are the possibilities of what the boss will drop. It will always drop a 3-star, and it is random which one you get. Completely random, you can't dictate it at all. Well, you can, but that requires third-party stuff, and I'm not going to get into that because that's technically against the rules. Anyway, bonus rewards include some very, very nice items here, such as major summon orbs, and some other Magicites, some weaker ones that will help bolster your team. And you'll notice on the right here, 30 seconds or less, 1 minute or less, so on and so forth. The gimmick here is that Magicite dungeons are timed, similar to the Sephiroth fight that we had a while back. And your rewards are based off of how quickly you beat the boss. So you are actually incentivized to be aggressive. And of course, the boss gives some standard rewards that are very nice, because 10 crystals 3 times for a total of 30 crystals, which is about like a couple months worth of event rewards. And then you always get the main man's thing. Which, speaking of which, let's talk about Magicite a little bit and what they actually do. So, Magicite are an extra summon thing that you can do each time. They, the big 3-star ones generally have some nice things that they do when you summon them, such as Hydra here, dealing 4 lightning damage and lowering lightning resistance. Extremely, extremely nice. They also have passive benefits. Hydra will lower lightning damage by 3%. And then there are a couple of abilities that they do at a % chance after you summon them. There are also sub-Magicite, which the only thing you get here are their passives. So I will be getting these lightning boosters from Elin and Humbaba. And the Sahagin and Bismarck will be giving me a little bit of extra water resistance. The combined Magicite stats up here dictate the damage that the summoned Magicite does, and also a couple of other passive passive things. So let me see if yes, okay. So once you break the level 50 cap on Hydra, it will give 2% of its resistance, 5% of its resistance, and 10% of its resistance to your party. So, at this point, if I had this thing at level 80, it wouldn't have these stats, but if I had it at level 80, it would be giving me a bonus 16 resistance. And that's Magicite. It is a very subtle but very nice boost. As stated before, we are restricted to a single roaming warrior. It is Elara, who will be helping us out to defeat the Magicite and win herself her freedom. So Bismarck here, as the gimmick goes with Magicite, each one is weak to an element and is based around one specific element, the exception being Bismarck here, who likes to throw fire, lightning, and ice damage at you, as well as a lot of very heavy water attacks. As such, I have built a lightning-specific team to take him out. So, without further delay, away we go. So, Magicite dungeons, Magicite bosses, are extremely execution heavy. You're going to want to know exactly what you have to do and when, and get all of your moves planned out. Eventually, you do get into a rhythm that helps a lot. Savage Breach there is, of course, Bismarck's big move. And it is just part of its normal rotation. While we can mitigate this damage to an extent by just, you know, having things like this, like an instant heal. Can't be 100% prepared for everything. So, Entrust is a skill that I haven't really used too much. It allows one to transfer bar from one person to another. It's very important in the Magicite dungeons. You may also... did I mention it on this run yet? I can't remember for the life of me. But I'll mention it now anyway. You may notice that we don't have many breakdowns going. That's because Magicite bosses are 80% resistant as opposed to normal bonus bosses, which are only... they're only 50% resistant, so doing a breakdown only reduces the boss's stats by 10%, and they're already so high over the cap that it really doesn't help too much. I'm going to be a bit aggressive here and concentrate for a tiny bit, so silence from me for a tiny bit. This is why instant cast is good. Alright, so slowly but surely, the tide is now going to move into our favor. Not 100%, mind you, but at least a small bit. So it should be noted that that wall lasts for about 30 seconds, and you can use the timer up there to keep track and know when you need to recast your wall. It's a very handy feature of the Magicite stuff, and might actually be why they chose to include the timing mechanic. Alright, there. That should be able to get us to full health. Next time Vanille gets a turn, she needs to instant heal. Please get that turn. Oh boy, okay. Welcome to fucking Magicite, where you are constantly toting the line of like, ah, fuck, I'm screwed. Actually, I might be alright here. You know? That was the wrong move. Whatever. Look, today, on this day, we are looking merely to clear. Oh, Christ. Not gonna be a mastery, but I already did it once. I don't need to master again. I mean, so this is something I want to mention real quick. Because somebody just mentioned this in the chat, and before this goes, so this is at least on video somewhere. Thank you for the follow. You're saying, I don't have any characters that are fully dived, right? Should be noted here, out of everybody here, Rasmo is the only person I've legend dived. Onion Knight is fully dived. And then Kane, Lightning, and Vanille aren't fully dived. So, characters don't need to be fully dived. They need to be 99, that's for sure, at least for most of these, but you don't need to be fully dived. You just need good abilities. Oh, also Magicite have level, so on and so forth. Oh, let's see what we got. Oh, hey, another bottom swell. Nice.